Hello guys, DJ Aaron here. Today we are going to talk about turntables, especially, the two that I have. I have a Sony right here, which is a belt drive, but it does work the best. I mean, some people were probably like, why buy a piece of Chinese crap? Well, it isn't a bad turntable, let me tell you. It still has the original belt. It has, you know, a brand new stylus on it, which I, uh, you know, pretty much replaced back in. I guess I would say if I were to look back into the archives, it has to be about June or July. Um, this was replaced. But, you don't have to take my word for it anyways. So, anyways, let's get on with the video. Over here I have the Stanton STR8-60. It is a great turntable if you want to get into DJing and stuff like that. It is direct drive, so you do have a stroboscope, and that stroboscope indicates the actual speed. Whereas this one over here is a belt drive, and it's only meant for standard record play. Alright, so why do I use a direct drive turntable for the shows? Or why do I combine both turntables for the show? Well, if you're going to queue up records with this thing, make sure you lift up the cue arm, or make sure you lift up the tone arm, press start, and if it's a 45, it will cue right on the record for you. So, when you do play it, you can drop it down. Okay, so some people will back cue with this. Well, this turntable really isn't meant for back cueing, mainly because it has a belt underneath. And if you back cue or any of that, that belt will stretch. And let me tell you, a stretched belt isn't a good thing. Or should I say, you'll stretch the belt and it will pretty much snap. So you don't want to back cue with something like this. I would recommend, if it's in your budget, get a direct drive turntable, because the motor is free moving. As you can see, I'm moving it with my fingers. So it's free moving, and you can queue up records freely. Now this is a little bit harder because, for one, it's belt drive, and you really don't want to ruin a pretty good belt drive turntable just queuing vinyl. You just don't want to do that. Also, some people have said, where's the dampening at? Well, if you look back here, there is a screw that you can adjust for the optimal dampening. So if we go right here and we start the record, and it goes down, look how gentle that is. That can actually be adjusted by that screw that I was mentioning. There it goes. So, yeah. So that can actually easily be adjusted. So, on a direct drive, if it's a Stanton, you have pretty much just a tone arm lock, and you just lift it up and lift it over manually. So there is a difference between the two turntables. One has an automatic setting. This one right here is manual, but I kind of like the automatic setting better because you can easily let the tone arm drop on the record, So I'll put a 45 on, and being automatic, you just let the tone arm drop. There it goes. And yes, you can kind of hear it. And when the record is done, okay, so when the record is done, let's move it forward a little bit more. Triggered the mechanism, so you get the idea. So when the record is done, the tone arm will go back in its resting position. To whereas this belt drive, just put the 45 adapter on it. Alright. So when the record is done, you can hear the needle pretty loud. And I don't even have the volume up for this, or even the mixer turned on for that matter. There's the 45. And at the end of this record, it pretty much just spins until you lift it. So the pros and cons between two of these turntables: this one automatically lifts and automatically sets it down. You could do the Q lever on where you want to drop the needle on the record. But they both kind of do the same thing, but one is just manual and the other is automatic. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Peace out, and practice and enjoy. Just kind of a fun video to do. Anyways, peace out and practice and enjoy.